Hanuman.
Hanuman is a Hindu god, who was an ardent devotee of Rama according to the Hindu legends. He is a central character in the Indian epic Ramayana and its various versions. He also finds mentions in several other texts, including Mahabharata, the various Puranas and some Jain texts. A vanara, Hanuman participated in Rama's war against the demon king Ravana. Several texts also present him as an incarnation of Lord Shiva. He is the son of Vayu, who according to several stories, played a role in his birth.
Etymology and other names.
The Sanskrit texts mention several legends about how Hanuman got his name. One legend is that Indra, the king of the deities, struck Hanuman's jaw during his childhood, see below. The child received his name from the Sanskrit words Hanu, jaw, and man, or manned, prominent, or disfigured. The name thus means one with prominent or disfigured jaw. Another theory says the name derives from the Sanskrit words Han, killed, or destroyed, and Mana, pride. The name implies one whose pride was destroyed. Some Jain texts mention that Hanuman spent his childhood on an island called Hangurua, which is the origin of his name. According to one theory, the name Hanuman derives from the Proto-Dravidian word for male monkey, Anumandi, which was later Sanskritized to Hanuman. See historical development below. Linguistic variations of Hanuman include Hanumat, Hanuman, Tamil, Anoman, Indonesian, and Orman, Malay, and Hunlaman, Lao. Other names of Hanuman include Anjanya, Hanumanta, Anjanya, Anjanaputra or Anjanyaudu or Hanumanudu, Telugu, all meaning the son of Anjana, Anjanya, or, used widely by rural Tamilians, Khazari Nandan, son of Khazari, Marathi, son of Maruda Bhavanputra, son of Pavan. These names derive from the various names of Vayu, the deity who carried Hanuman to Anjana's womb, Barang Bali, the strong one, Bali, who had limbs, anger, as hard as a vara, Bara. This name is widely used in rural North India. Barang Bali also implies the strong one, Bali, who is orange, Baj, or saffron-colored. Sankira Pamuja Dewa Rama, Hanuman, the Indonesian for the mighty devotee ape of Rama, Hanuman.
Epithets and attributes.
In addition, Hanuman has received several epithets, including Manajavam, the one who is swift as mind, appears in Ramrakshastottra, Maratatyulavagam, the one who has a speed equal to the wind god, appears in Ramrakshastottra, Jaitindriyam, the one who has complete control on his senses, appears in Ramrakshastottra, Budhamashnamvaritham, the one who is most senior among intellectuals, appears in Ramrakshastottra, Vayamatmajam, the one who is the son of wind god, appears in Ramrakshastottra, Vanarayuvathamakiyam, the one who is the chief of Vanara army, appears in Ramrakshastottra. Similar in meaning to Vanaranamadhyasham, Sriramadutam, the one who is the messenger of Rama, appears in Ramrakshastottra, Atulita Baladharamam, the one who is the repository of incomparable strength, Hemshaloabadaham, the one whose body resembles a golden mountain, Danyavana Krushnam, the one who is the destroyer of forces of demons, Gyanainamagraganyam, the one who is considered foremost among knowledgeable beings, Sakalagunanidhanam, the one who is the repository of all the virtues and good qualities, Raghupati Priyabhaktam, the one who is the dearest of all devotees to Lord Rama, Sankatam Washena, the one who liberates, Mika, from dangers, Sankata. In the third chapter of Kishkindakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, Rama describes many attributes of Hanuman's personality. Summarized as follows. Ablest sentence maker, knower of all Vedas and scriptures, scholar in 9 schools of grammars, possessing faultless speech and facial features.
Historical development.
The word Vsakapi, or Vaishnakarpi, later used as an epithet for Hanuman, is mentioned in Rigveda, X. 96. Some writers, such as Nilakantha, author of Mantra Ramayana, believe that the Vaishnakarpi of Rigveda alludes to Hanuman. However, other scholars believe that Hanuman is not mentioned in the Vedic mythology, The Vsakapi of Rigveda refers to another deity or is a common name for the monkeys. F. E. Pargata, 1852–1927, theorized that Hanuman was a Proto-Dravidian deity, and the name Hanuman was a Sanskritization of the Old Tamil word mandi, male monkey. The Hindi writer Ray Govind Chandra, 1976, endorsed this view, and stated that the Proto-Indo-Aryans must have invented a Sanskrit etymology for the deity's name, after they accepted Hanuman in their pantheon. Murray Amino disagrees with this theory, and states that the word mandi, as attested in Sanjam literature, can refer only to a female monkey, and therefore, the word mandi makes no semantic sense. Camille Bulk, in his Ramkatha, Utpatti of Ikas, The Tale of Rama, its origin and development, traces the origins of Hanuman worship to the pre-Indo-Aryan, pre-Dravidian aboriginal tribes of central India. According to him, Valmiki's Ramayana was based on older tribal ballads. Hanuman came to be regarded as an avatar, incarnation, of Shiva by the 10th century CE, this development possibly started as early as in the 8th century CE. Hanuman is mentioned as an avatar of Shiva or Rudra in the Sanskrit texts like Mahabharata Purana, Skanda Purana, Padma Purana and Mahanataka among others. This development might have been a result of the Shaivite attempts to insert their Ishta-devata, cherished deity, in the Vaishnavite texts, which were gaining popularity. The 17th century Oriya work Rasavanoda by Divaksnadasa goes on to mention that the three gods, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, combined to take the form of Hanuman. Hanuman became more important in the medieval period, and came to be portrayed as the ideal devotee, Bhakta, of Rama. His characterization as a lifelong brahmachari, celibate, was another important development during this period. The belief that Hanuman's celibacy is the source of his strength became popular among the wrestlers in India. The celibacy or brahmacharya aspect of Hanuman is not mentioned in the original Ramayana.
Birth and childhood.
Hanuman was born to the humanoid creatures called the Vanaras. His mother Anjana was an Asura who was born on earth as a female Vanara due to a curse. She was redeemed from this curse on her giving birth to a son. The Valmiki Ramayana states that his father Kesari was the son of Brahaspati and that Kesari also fought on Rama's side in the war against Ravana. Anjana and Kesari performed intense prayers to Shiva to get a child. Pleased with their devotion, Shiva granted them the boon they sought. Hanuman, in another interpretation, is the incarnation or reflection of Shiva himself. Hanuman is often called the son of the deity Vala. Several different traditions account for the Vala's role in Hanuman's birth. One story mentioned in Nath's Parvatha Ramayana, 16th century CE, states that when Anjana was worshipping Shiva, the king Dasharatha of Ayodhya was also performing the ritual of Putra Kamayana in order to have children. As a result, he received some sacred pudding, payasam, to be shared by his three wives, leading to the births of Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrughna. By divine ordinance, a kite snatched a fragment of that pudding and dropped it while flying over the forest where Anjana was engaged in worship. Vayu, the Hindu deity of the wind, delivered the falling pudding to the outstretched hands of Anjana, who consumed it. Hanuman was born to her as a result. Another tradition says that Anjana and her husband Kesari prayed Shiva for a child. By Shiva's direction, Vayu transferred his male energy to Anjana's womb. Accordingly, Hanuman is identified as the son of the Vayu. Another story of Hanuman's origins is derived from the Vishnu Purana and Narada Purana. Narada, infatuated with a princess, went to his lord Vishnu, to make him look like Vishnu, so that the princess would garland him at Swayamvara, husband-choosing ceremony. He asked for Hari Mukh. Hari is another name of Vishnu, and Mukh means face. Vishnu instead bestowed him with the face of a Vanara. Unaware of this, Narada went to the princess, who burst into laughter at the sight of his ape-like face before all the king's court. Narada, unable to bear the humiliation, cursed Vishnu, that Vishnu would one day be dependent upon a Vanara. Vishnu replied that what he had done was for Narada's own good, as he would have undermined his own powers if he were to enter matrimony. Vishnu also noted that Hari has the dual Sanskrit meaning of vanara. Upon hearing this, Narada repented for cursing his idol. But Vishnu told him not repent, as the curse would act as a boon, for it would lead to the birth of Hanuman, an avatar of Shiva, without whose help Rama, Vishnu's avatar, could not kill Ravana.
Birthplace.
Multiple places in India are claimed as the birthplace of Hanuman. According to one theory, Hanuman was born on Anjaneya Hill, in Hampi, Karnataka. This is located near the Rizhyamukha mountain on the banks of the Pampa, where Sugriva and Rama are said to have met in Valmiki Ramayana's Kishkinda Kanda. There is a temple that marks the spot. Kishkinda itself is identified with the modern Anakundi Taluk, near Hampi, in Bellary district of Karnataka. Anjan, a small village about 18 kilometers away from Gumla, houses Anjandam, which is said to be the birthplace of Hanuman. The name of the village is derived from the name of the goddess Anjani, the mother of Hanuman. Anjani Goa, cave, 4 kilometers from the village, is believed to be the place where Anjani once lived. Many objects of archaeological importance obtained from this site are now held at the Patna Museum. The Anjanari, or Anari, mountain, located 7 kilometers from Trimbakeshwar in the Nasik district, is also claimed as the birthplace of Hanuman. According to Anjandam, Hanuman was born on Laxka Hill near Sujanga in Churu district, Rajasthan.
Childhood.
As a child, believing the sun to be a ripe mango, Hanuman pursued it in order to eat it. Rahu, a Vedic planet corresponding to an eclipse, was at the time seeking out the sun as well, and he clashed with Hanuman. Hanuman thrashed Rahu and went to take sun in his mouth. Rahu approached Indra, king of Devas, and complained that a monkey child stopped him from taking on sun, preventing the scheduled eclipse. This enraged Indra, who responded by throwing the Vara, thunderbolt, at Hanuman, which struck his jaw. He fell back down to the earth and became unconscious. A permanent mark was left on his chin, Hnu jaw in Sanskrit, due to impact of Vara, explaining his name. Upset over the attack, Hanuman's father figure Valadeva, the deity of air, went into seclusion, withdrawing air along with him. As living beings began to asphyxiate, Indra withdrew the effect of his thunderbolt. The Devas then revived Hanuman and blessed him with multiple boons to appease Vala. Brahma gave Hanuman a boon that would protect him from the irrevocable Brahma's curse. Brahma also said, "Nobody will be able to kill you with any weapon in war." From Brahma he obtained the power of inducing fear in enemies, of destroying fear in friends, to be able to change his form at will and to be able to easily travel wherever he wished. From Shiva he obtained the boons of longevity, scriptural wisdom and ability to cross the ocean. Shiva assured safety of Hanuman with a band that would protect him for life. Indra blessed him that the Vara weapon will no longer be effective on him and his body would become stronger than Vara. Varuna blessed baby Hanuman with a boon that he would always be protected from water. Agni blessed him with immunity to burning by fire. Surya gave him 2 siddhas of yoga, namely Lagama and Garama, to be able to attain the smallest or to attain the biggest form. Yama, the god of death, blessed him healthy life and free from his weapon Danda, thus death would not come to him. Kipra showered his blessings, declaring that Hanuman would always remain happy and contented. Vishwakarma blessed him that Hanuman would be protected from all his creations in the form of objects or weapons. Vayu also blessed him with more speed than he himself had. Kamadeva also blessed him that the sex will not be effective on him. So his name is also Balabrahmachari. On ascertaining Surya to be an all-knowing teacher, Hanuman raised his body into an orbit around the sun and requested to Surya to accept him as a student. Surya refused and explained, claiming that he always had to be on the move in his chariot, it would be impossible for Hanuman to learn well. Undeterred, Hanuman enlarged his form, with one leg on the eastern ranges and the other on the western ranges, and facing Surya again pleaded. Pleased by his persistence, Surya agreed. Hanuman then learned all of the latter's knowledge. When Hanuman then requested Surya to quote his guru Dakshina, teachers v. the latter refused, saying that the pleasure of teaching one as dedicated as him was the fee in itself. Hanuman insisted, whereupon Vayu asked him to help Surya's spiritual son Surya. Hanuman's choice of Surya as his teacher is said to signify Surya as a karma sakshi, an eternal witness of all deeds. Hanuman later became Surya's minister. Hanuman was mischievous in his childhood, and sometimes teased the meditating sages in the forests by snatching their personal belongings and by disturbing their well-arranged articles of worship. Finding his antics unbearable, but realizing that Hanuman was but a child, albeit invincible, the sages placed a mild curse on him by which he became unable to remember his own ability unless reminded by another person. The curse is highlighted in Kishkinda and he was relieved from the curse by the end of Kishkinda when Jambavantha reminds Hanuman of his abilities and encourages him to go and find Sita, and in Sundarakanda he used his supernatural powers at his best.
Adventures in Ramayana.
The Sundarakanda, the fifth book in the Ramayana, focuses on the adventures of Hanuman.
Meeting with Rama.
Hanuman meets Rama during the Rama's 14-year exile. With his brother Lakshmana, Rama is searching for his wife Sita, who had been abducted by Ravana. Their search brings them to the vicinity of the mountain Rishyamukha, where Surya, along with his followers and friends, are in hiding from his older brother Vayu. Having seen Rama and Lakshmana, Surya sends Hanuman to ascertain their identities. Hanuman approaches the two brothers in the guise of a Brahmin. His first words to them are such that Rama says to Lakshmana that none could speak the way the Brahmin did unless he or she had mastered the Vedas. He notes that there is no defect in the Brahmin's countenance, eyes, forehead, brows, or any limb. He points out to Lakshmana that his accent is captivating, adding that even an enemy with sword drawn would be moved. He praises the disguised Hanuman further, saying that sure success awaited the king whose emissaries were as accomplished as he was. When Rama introduces himself, the Brahmin identifies himself as Hanuman and falls prostrate before Rama, who embraces him warmly. Thereafter, Hanuman's life becomes interwoven with that of Rama. Hanuman then brings about friendship and alliance between Rama and Surya. Rama helps Surya regain his honor and makes him king of Kishkinda. Surya and his vanaras, most notably Hanuman, help Rama defeat Ravana and reunite with Sita. In their search for Sita, a group of vanaras reaches the southern seashore. Upon encountering the vast ocean, every vanara begins to lament his inability to jump across the water. Hanuman too is saddened at the possible failure of his mission, until the other vanaras and the wise-beared Jambavantha begin to extol his virtues. Hanuman then recollects his own powers, enlarges his body, and flies across the ocean. On his way, he encounters a mountain that rises from the sea, proclaims that it owed his father a debt, and asks him to rest a while before proceeding. Not wanting to waste any time, Hanuman thanks the mountain and carries on. He then encounters a sea monster, Surasa, who challenges him to enter her mouth. When Hanuman outwits her, she admits that her challenge was merely a test of his courage. After killing Samhika, a Rakshasa, he reaches Lanka.
Finding Sita.
Hanuman reaches Lanka and marvels at its beauty. After he finds Sita in captivity in a garden, Hanuman reveals his identity to her, reassures her that Rama has been looking for her, and uplifts her spirits. He offers to carry her back to Rama, but she refuses his offer, saying it would be an insult to Rama as his honor is at stake. After meeting Sita, Hanuman begins to wreak havoc, gradually destroying the palaces and properties of Lanka. He kills many Rakshasas, including Jambuyamali and Akshakumar. To subdue him, Ravana's son Indrajit uses the Brahmastra. Though immune to the effects of this weapon, Hanuman, out of respect to Brahma, allows himself be bound. Deciding to use the opportunity to meet Ravana, and to assess the strength of Ravana's hordes, Hanuman allows the Rakshasa warriors to parade him through the streets. He conveys Rama's message of warning and demands the safe return of Sita. He also informs Ravana that Rama would be willing to forgive him if he returns Sita honorably. Enraged, Ravana orders Hanuman's execution, whereupon Ravana's brother Vibhishana intervenes, pointing out that it is against the rules of engagement to kill a messenger. Ravana then orders Hanuman's tail be lit afire. As Ravana's forces attempted to wrap cloth around his tail, Hanuman begins to lengthen it. After frustrating them for a while, he allows it to burn, then escapes from his captors, and with his tail on fire he burns down large parts of Lanka. After extinguishing his flaming tail in the sea, he returns to Rama.
Shape-shifting.
In the Ramayana, Hanuman changes shape several times. For example, while he searches for the kidnapped Sita in Ravana's palaces on Lanka, he contracts himself to the size of a cat, so that he will not be detected by the enemy. Later on, he takes on the size of a mountain, blazing with radiance, to show his true power to Sita. Also he enlarges and immediately afterwards contracts his body to outwit Sirsa, the she-demon, who blocked his path while crossing the sea to reach Lanka. Again, he turns his body microscopically small to enter Lanka before killing Lankini, the she-demon guarding the gates of Lanka. He achieved this shape-shifting by the powers of two siddhas, Anima and Garama, bestowed upon him in his childhood by sun god, Surya.
Mountain lifting.
When Lakshmana is severely wounded during the battle against Ravana, Hanuman is sent to fetch the Sanjeevani, a powerful life-restoring herb, from Dronagiri mountain in the Himalayas, to revive him. Ravana realizes that if Lakshmana dies, a distraught Rama would probably give up, and so he dispatches the sorcerer Kalanami to intercept Hanuman. Kalanami, in the guise of a sage, deceives Hanuman, but Hanuman uncovers his plot with the help of an Asura, whom he rescues from her accursed state as a crocodile. Ravana, upon learning that Kalanami has been slain by Hanuman, summons Surya to rise before its appointed time because the physician Sushena had said that Lakshmana would perish if untreated by daybreak. Hanuman realizes the danger, however, and, becoming many times his normal size, detains the sun god to prevent the break of day. He then resumes his search for the precious herb, but, when he finds himself unable to identify which herb it is, he lifts the entire mountain and delivers it to the battlefield in Lanka. Sushena then identifies and administers the herb, and Lakshmana is saved. Rama embraces Hanuman, declaring him as dear to him as his own brother. Hanuman releases Surya from his grip, and asks forgiveness, as the sun was also his guru. Hanuman was also called Langravir. Langra in Hindi means limping and Veer means brave. The story behind Hanuman being called Langra is as follows. He was injured when he was crossing the Ayodhya with the mountain in his hands. As he was crossing over Ayodhya, Bharat, Rama's young brother, saw him and assumed that some Rakshasa was taking this mountain to attack Ayodhya. Bharat then shot Hanuman with an arrow, which was engraved with Rama's name. Hanuman did not stop this arrow as it had Rama's name written on it, and it injured his leg. Hanuman landed and explained to Bharat that he was moving the mountain to save his own brother, Lakshmana. Bharat, very sorry, offered to fire an arrow to Lanka, which Hanuman could ride in order to reach his destination more easily. But Hanuman declined the offer, preferring to fly on his own, and he continued his journey with his injured leg. Thumbnail.
Patala incident.
In another incident during the war, Rama and Lakshmana are captured by the Rakshasa Maharavana, or Airavan, brother of Ravana, who held them captive in their palace in Patala, or Patalpurai, the netherworld. Maharavana keeps them as offerings to his deity. Searching for them, Hanuman reaches Patala, the gates of which are guarded by a young creature called Makadaja, known also as Makardhwaja or Makardhwaja, who is part reptile and part vanara. The story of Makadaja's birth is said to be that when Hanuman extinguished his burning tail in the ocean, a drop of his sweat fell into the waters, eventually becoming Makadaja, who perceives Hanuman as his father. When Hanuman introduces himself to Makadaja, the latter asks his blessings, but fights him to fulfill the task of guarding the gate. Hanuman defeats and imprisons him to gain entry. Upon entering Patala, Hanuman discovers that to kill Maharavana, he must simultaneously extinguish 5 lamps burning in different directions. Hanuman assumes the Pankamukha or 5-faced form of Sri Varaha facing north, Sri Narasimha facing south, Sri Garuda facing west, Sri Hayagriva facing the sky and his own facing the east, and blows out the lamps. Hanuman then rescues Rama and Lakshmana. Afterwards, Rama asks Hanuman to crown Makadaja king of Patala. Hanuman then instructs Makadaja to rule Patala with justice and wisdom. To date, Chandralok Devarai Mandir is located at Dagana, a small village 17 km from Lahadpur, Sitapur district, Uttar Pradesh. A divine place where Chikals were Mahadv situated.
Honors.
Shortly after he is crowned emperor upon his return to Ayodhya, Rama decides to ceremoniously reward all his well-wishers. At a grand ceremony in his court, all his friends and allies take turns being honored at the throne. Hanuman approaches without desiring a reward. Seeing Hanuman come up to him, an emotionally overwhelmed Rama embraces him warmly, declaring that he could never adequately honor or repay Hanuman for the help and services he received from the noble Vanara. Sita, however, insists that Hanuman deserved honor more than anyone else, and Sita gives him a necklace of precious stones adorning her neck. When he receives it, Hanuman immediately takes it apart, and peers into each stone. Taken aback, many of those present demand to know why he is destroying the precious gift. Hanuman answers that he was looking into the stones to make sure that Rama and Sita are in them, because if they are not, the necklace is of no value to him. At this, a few mock Hanuman, saying his reverence and love for Rama and Sita could not possibly be as deep as he implies. In response, Hanuman tears his chest open, and everyone is stunned to see Rama and Sita literally in his heart.
Hanuman Ramayana.
After the victory of Rama over Ravana, Hanuman went to the Himalayas to continue his worship of the Lord Rama. There he scripted a version of the Ramayana on the Himalayan mountains using his nails, recording every detail of Rama's deeds. When Maharishi Valmiki visited him to show him his own version of the Ramayana, he saw Hanuman's version and became very disappointed. When Hanuman asked Valmiki the cause of his sorrow, the sage said that his version, which he had created very laboriously, was no match for the splendor of Hanuman's, and would therefore go ignored. At this, Hanuman discarded his own version, which is called the Hanuman Ramayana. Maharishi Valmiki was so taken aback that he said he would take another birth to sing the glory of Hanuman, which he had understated in his version. Later, one tablet is said to have floated ashore during the period of Mahakavi Kalidasa, and hung at a public place to be deciphered by scholars. Kalidasa is said to have deciphered it and recognized that it was from the Hanuman Ramayana recorded by Hanuman in an extinct script, and considered himself very fortunate to see at least one part of the stanza.
After the Ramayana War.
After the war, and after reigning for several years, the time arrived for Rama to depart to his supreme abode Vaikuntha. Many of Rama's entourage, including Suyadriva, decided to depart with him. Hanuman, however, requested from Rama that he will remain on earth as long as Rama's name was venerated by people. Sita accorded Hanuman that desire, and granted that his image would be installed at various public places, so he could listen to people chanting Rama's name. He is one of the immortals, Chiranjeevi, of Hinduism.
Mahabharata.
Hanuman is also considered to be the brother of Bhima, on the basis of their having the same father, Vayu. During the Pandavas' exile, he appears disguised as a weak and aged monkey to Bhima in order to subdue his arrogance. Bhima enters a field where Hanuman is lying with his tail blocking the way. Bhima, unaware of his identity, tells him to move it out of the way. Hanuman, incognito, refuses. Bhima then tries to move the tail himself, but he is unable, despite his great strength. Realizing he is no ordinary monkey, he inquires as to Hanuman's identity, which is then revealed. At Bhima's request, Hanuman is also said to have enlarged himself to demonstrate the proportions he had assumed in his crossing of the sea as he journeyed to Lanka, and also said that when the war came, he would be there to protect the Pandavas. This place is located at Sariska National Park in the Alwar district of the state of Rajasthan and named as Pandupal, Temple of Hanumanji. Pandupal is very famous tourist spot of Alwar. During the Great Battle of Kurukshetra, Arjuna entered the battlefield with a flag displaying Hanuman on his chariot. The incident that led to this was an earlier encounter between Hanuman and Arjuna, wherein Hanuman appeared as a small talking monkey before Arjuna at Rameshwaram, where Rama had built the great bridge to cross over to Lanka to rescue Sita. Upon Arjuna's wondering aloud at Rama's taking the help of monkeys rather than building a bridge of arrows, Hanuman challenged him to build a bridge capable of bearing him alone. Arjuna, unaware of the vanara's true identity, accepted. Hanuman then proceeded to repeatedly destroy the bridges made by Arjuna, who decided to take his own life. Vishnu then appeared before them both after originally coming in the form of a tortoise, chiding Arjuna for his vanity and Hanuman for making Arjuna feel incompetent. As an act of penitence, Hanuman decided to help Arjuna by stabilizing and strengthening his chariot during the imminent great battle. After the Battle of Kurukshetra was over, Krishna asked Arjuna, that today you step down the chariot before me. After Arjuna got down, Krishna followed him and thanked Hanuman for staying with them during the whole fight in the form of a flag on the chariot. Hanuman came in his original form, bowed to Krishna and left the flag, flying away into the sky. As soon as he left the flag, the chariot began to burn and turned into ashes. Arjuna was shocked to see this. Then Krishna told Arjuna, that the only reason his chariot was still standing was because of the presence of himself and Hanuman, otherwise, it would have burnt many days ago due to effects of celestial weapons thrown at it in the war. According to legend, Hanuman is one of the 4 people to have heard the Bhagavad Gita from Krishna and seen his Vishvarupa, universal, form, the other 3 being Arjuna, Sanjaya and Barbarika, son of Ghatotkacha.
Other texts.
Apart from Ramayana and Mahabharata, Hanuman is mentioned in several other texts. Some of these stories add to his adventures mentioned in the earlier epics, while others tell alternative stories of his life. Purmakarya, also known as Purmakaru or Padmachrit, the Jain version of Ramayana written by Vimalazari, mentions Hanuman as a Vidyadhara, a supernatural being, who is the son of Pavangati and Anjana Sundari. Anjana gives birth to Hanuman in a forest cave, after being banished by her in-laws. Her maternal uncle rescues her from the forest. While boarding his vimana, Anjana accidentally drops her baby on a rock. However, the baby remains uninjured while the rock is shattered. The baby is raised in Hangurua, his great-uncle's island kingdom, from which Hanuman gets his name. In this version of Ramayana, Hanuman is not a celibate. He marries Princess Ananjakizuma, the daughter of Kuradusharna and Ravana's sister Chandranakha. Ravana also presents Hanuman one of his nieces as a second wife. After becoming an ally of Syed River, Hanuman acquires 100 more wives. Hanuman is originally enraged at Rama for murdering his father-in-law Kuradusharna. However, he becomes a supporter of Rama after meeting him and learning about Sita's kidnapping by Ravana. He goes to Lanka on Rama's behalf, but is unable to convince Ravana to surrender. Ultimately, he joins Rama in the war against Ravana and performs several heroic deeds. After the victory and subsequent celebrations, both Rama and Hanuman become Jains and achieve salvation. Later Jain texts such as Uttara-Purana, 9th century CE, by Gunabhadra and Anjana Pavananjaya, 12th century CE, repeat the same story with some modifications. Brahma Purana mentions that the Vanaras built several Shiva lingams in Kishkindhar. After his return to Ayodhya, Rama asks Hanuman to destroy these lingams, as they are no longer required. However, when Hanuman is unable to uproot these lingams, Rama orders them to worshipped permanently. The Skanda Purana mentions a variant of this story, which happens in Ramesvaram. The Narada Purana describes Hanuman as a master of vocal music, and as an embodiment of the combined power of Shiva and Vishnu. The 16th-century Indian poet Tulsdas wrote Hanuman Chalisa, a devotional song dedicated to Hanuman. He claimed to have visions where he met face-to-face with Hanuman. Based on these meetings, he wrote Ramcharitmanas, an Urdu language version of Ramayana. The Sankatmohan Hanuman temple, Varanasi, is said to be located on the spot where Tulsdas had these visions. The works of Tulsdas played an important role in increasing the popularity of Hanuman worship in North India. Durga Shalisa mentions that Hanuman leads and welcomes the procession of the ferocious lion riding Bhavani. The non-Indian versions of Ramayana, such as the Tiramakin, mention that Hanuman had relationships with multiple women, including Svayamprabha, Pinjakara, Vibhisana's daughter, Suvarnamaka and even Ravana's wife Mandodari. According to these versions of the Ramayana, Makanu was son of Hanuman born by Suvarnamaka, daughter of Ravana. The Jain text Purmakara also mentions that Hanuman married Lankasundari, the daughter of Lanka's chief defender Baramukha. Another legend says that a demigod named Matsya Raja, also known as Makadajan or Masagaba, claimed to be his son. Matsya Raja's birth is explained as follows: a fish, Matsya, was impregnated by the drops of Hanuman's sweat, while he was bathing in the ocean.
Prophecy and legacy.
A number of religious leaders have claimed to have seen Hanuman over the course of the centuries, notably Madhvacharya, 13th century CE, Tulsdas, 16th century, Samarth Ramdas, 17th century, Raghavendra Swami, 17th century, and Swami Ramdas, 20th century. Swaminarayan, founder of the Hindu Swaminarayan sects, holds that other than worship of God through the Narayana Kavaka, Hanuman is the only deity who may be worshipped in the event of trouble by evil spirits. Others have also asserted his presence wherever the Ramayana is read. This can be found in other texts such as the Vinaya-Patrika by Tulsdas and the Mahabharata, and in other texts with only slight variation in language. During the readings of the Ramayana, Ramayanpath, a special puja and space, asan, are reserved for Hanuman.
Temples.
Hanuman is worshipped by villagers as a boundary guardian, by Shaiva ascetics as a yogi, and by wrestlers for his strength. There are numerous temples for Hanuman, and his images are usually installed at all temples where images of avatars of Vishnu are installed. Hanuman temples are believed to keep the area and surroundings free of rakshasas, demons, and other evil beings. Hanuman idols are found on mountain roads because it is believed that he protects people from accidents. Jakhu Temple is a famous temple at Shimla, the capital of Himachal Pradesh. The word Jakhu is derived from Yakhu/Yakshur. The hill is the legendary abode of Yakshur, Kinnars, Nagas and Asuras. The temple was founded on a plain where, according to legend, Hanuman's sudden landing flattened a hill. A 108-foot, 33-meter, statue of Hanuman has been erected at the top of the 8,500-foot, 2,591-meter, tall Jakhu Hill, the highest point in Shimla. According to the Ramayana, during the battle between Lord Rama and Ravana at Lanka, Lakshmana, brother of Lord Rama, was mortally wounded by an arrow. To save his life, Hanuman journeyed to the Himalayas to retrieve the Sanjeevani herb. En route, he encountered a meditating sage on Jakhu mountain. As he paused to inquire about the herb, Hanuman's landing on the mountain compressed the earth, changing the shape of the mountain to its present state. In his haste to depart, Hanuman is said to have left his friends behind, and they are said to continue to roam the area even today. A temple honoring Lord Hanuman was constructed by the Jakhu sage. The oldest known independent Hanuman statue is the one at Khajuraho, which is an inscription dated Sam 940, AD 883, mentioning that it was erected by Gahal's son Golak. Sankatmohan Sri Hanuman Mandir, located in the Punjab town of Philaur, is one of the popular temples of Hanuman. Sankatmohan Hanuman Temple, Varanasi, believed to be built by Tulsdas, is second most popular temple in the city. Namakal Anjaneya Temple is located in the town of Namakal, Tamil Nadu. There is an 18-feet idol of Sri Hanuman in the temple facing east. worshipping Sri Lakshmi Narasimha Swami, one of the avatar of God Vishnu, in this temple. Anjaneya idol is Swayambhu, believed to be growing in height. Thus, temple has no roof enclosing. Sholinga Sri Yoga Narasimha Swami Temple and Sri Yoga Anjaneya Temple, located in Sholinga, a town which is about 30 km from Arakkonam of Vellore district. Sri Yoga Anjaneya Temple located over small hill containing 480 steps from ground. Lord Anjaneya with Satha Pujam, Satha equals 4, Pujam equals arms, Sri Sanghu and Sri Shakaram 2 hands and Jabamalai and Jaba Shankaram another 2 respectively facing Sri Yoga Narasimha Swami and Yoga Amurthavali. They are present over hill, Puriyamalai equals big hill, with 1305 steps from ground. Sholinga Shetram, one among 108 Devadasams, also one of most famous temple of our Lord Anjaneya. Rajagada Anjaneya Temple is a Hanuman temple located in JP Nagar, Bangalore. The temple is located on a hillock. The Hanuman Temple at Nerul, Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra, India is situated inside SIES complex. The Hanuman idol is 33 feet, 10 m, tall and is installed on a pedestal of height 12 feet, 4 m, bringing the total height to 45 feet, 14 m. In the picture shown, Hanuman has silver coverings, silver kavasam. The 33 feet Hanuman idol is carved out of single granite stone. This is the tallest single granite stone Hanuman idol in India as per the temple. Similarly, a 32 feet, 10 m, idol of Sri Anjaneya was entrenched in 1989 at Nanganilla in Chennai, India. The distinguishing factor of the idol is that it was moulded out of a single rock. An 85-foot, 26 m, Karaya Siddhi Hanuman statue was installed at Karapikahima in Trinidad and Tobago, by Avadota Dattapitham's Pontiff Ganapathy Satchidananda. It is the tallest in the Western Hemisphere and second tallest in the world. One has also built a Karaya Siddhi Hanuman temple in Frisco, Texas in the U.S. The tallest Hanuman statue is the Veera Abhaya Anjaneya Hanuman Swami, standing 135 feet tall at Paratala 240 km from Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh, installed in 2003. The image of Hanuman is said to have come alive and moved when installed at the Sri Hanuman Mandir, Sarongpur. The temple is noted for getting rid of evil spirits. Suchindram Temple is a pious place lying about 14 km from Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. The temple is famous for its 18 feet tall Hanuman idol. This idol is decorated fully with butter, Venai Kapu in Tamil, and sandalwood paste, Chandana Kapu in Tamil. In Rajasthan, Hanuman temples at Mayandipa Baloji in Dasa district, 80 km from Jaipur, and Salazadam in Churu district, 160 km from Jaipur, attract a large number of devotees from all over India. Is located in Dagana 17 km from Lahapur district, Sitapur, Uttar Pradesh. Bhaktha Anjaneya's temple is located in Vidazanda, Dindigul, Tamil Nadu. Kavayaya is a small village about 5 to 6 km from the town of Thiruvalla, Kerala. The Kavayaya Mahadeva temple here is about 100 years old, and the Hanuman temple inside the Shiva temple is considered as very auspicious by devotees. Hanuman idol consecrated here is made of Panchhalaha and is depicting him telling the story of Ramayana to Sita in the Asoka Vana. Yalaga, a small village about 30 to 35 km from the town of Bagalkot in Karnataka, also has a temple dedicated to Hanuman.
Worship.
Some of the prayers, songs, mantras, shlokas, devoted to Hanuman include Hanuman Shalisa, Baranga Ban, Mariti Strotam, Anjaneya Dandakam, Vadvanal Strotam, Hanuman Sarthika, Hanuman Bahuk, Hanuman Dwadesha, Baimupi Strotam, Sundara Kanda, Mariti Gayatri Mantra, Hanuman Sahasranam Stotra, Stotra of Thousand Names of Hanuman, Ekmukhi Hanuman Rakshakavakam, Panchamukhi Hanuman Rakshakavakam and Saptamukhi Hanuman Rakshakavakam. Ram Rakshastrotam, the Sanskrit strota, a shield of Rama, has lines devoted to Hanuman, saying, "Whoever reads this, will be protected by Hanuman."
Panchamukha Hanuman.
Hanuman assumed Panchamukha or five-faced form to kill Ravana, a powerful Rakshasa black magician and practitioner of the dark arts during the Ramayana war. Ravana, brother of Ravana, had taken Lord Rama and Lakshmana to Netherworld as captive, and the only way to kill him was to extinguish 5 lamps burning in different directions, all at the same instant. Hanuman assumed his Panchamukha form and accomplished the task, thus killing the Rakshasa, and freeing Rama and Lakshmana. This form of Hanuman is very popular, and is also known as Panchamukha Anjaneya and Panchamukhi Anjaneya. Anjaneya, which means son of Anjana, is another name of Hanuman. These faces show there is nothing in the world which does not come under the influence of any of the 5 faces, symbolic of his all-around security to all devotees. This also signifies vigilance and control over the 5 directions, north, south, east, west and the upward direction zenith. There are 5 ways of prayer: Naman, Smaran, Kirtanam, Yakanam and Arpanam. The 5 faces depict these 5 forms. Lord Hanuman always used to Naman, Smaran and Kirtanam of Lord Sri Rama. He totally surrendered, Arpanam, to his master Sri Rama. He also begged, Yakanam, Sri Rama to bless him the undivided love. The weapons are a parashu, a khanda, a chakra, a dalam, a gada, a trisula, a kama, a kata, a plate filled with blood and again a big gada. Chitrakoot in central India is claimed to be the resting place of Hanuman. The Hanuman Dara temple is situated on the peak of mountain where there is natural rock formation image of Sri Hanuman inside the cave and a natural stream of water falling on the tail. It is believed that after the coronation of Lord Rama, Hanuman requested for a permanent place to settle in the kingdom of Lord Rama, where his injury of burns on his tails will be cured. Lord Rama, then with his arrow, spurred a stream of water on the tip of mountain and asked Hanuman to rest there with water of the stream falling on his tail to cool down burning sensation in his tail. The access to the cave temple is through stairs starting from bottom of the mountain to its top. It takes roughly 30 to 40 minutes to reach the temple. Over time the temple has gained a new name, namely Hanuman Dara. Sri Panchamukha Anjaneya Swami was the main deity of Sri Raghavendra Swami. The place where he meditated on this 5-faced form of Hanuman is now known as Panchamukhi, wherein a temple for him has been built. There is also a shrine for Panchamukha Anjaneya Swami at Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu, India. A 40 feet, 12 m, tall monolithic green granite murti of Sri Panchamukha Hanuman has been installed in Thiruvala, also in Tamil Nadu. This place was known as Rudravanam in olden times when many saints and seers had blessed this place with their presence. The Panchamukha Hanuman ashram itself was established by a saint called Vengatsa Bhatta. A 4-foot image of Panchamukha Hanuman has been consecrated west of Lusaka, Zambia in Wakapi Farm.
Relation with Shani.
In Hinduism, Hanuman is one of the few deities not afflicted by Shani. Hanuman is the one of the deities in Hindu religion, over whom Shani could not cast his spell. Shani could not overcome Hanuman and as such people worship Hanuman to get rid of malefic effects of Shani. In the Ramayana, Hanuman is said to have rescued Shani, from the clutches of Ravana. In gratitude, Shani promised Hanuman that those who prayed him, Hanuman, would be rescued from the painful effects of Saturn, which in Hindu astrology, is said to produce malefic effects on one's life when one is afflicted negatively with Saturn. Another version of the encounter between Lord Hanuman and Shani Bhagavan is that the latter once climbed onto Lord Hanuman's shoulder, implying that he, Hanuman, was coming under the effects of the influence of Shani. At this, Hanuman assumed a large size, and Shani was caught painfully between Hanuman's shoulders and the ceiling of the room they were in. As the pain was unbearable, Shani requested Hanuman to release him, promising that he, Shani, would moderate the malefic effects of his influence on a person praying to Hanuman. Hanuman released Shani thereafter. In the verse with 1,000 names of Hanuman, the Hanuman Sahasranam Stotra, Shani is one of the names of Hanuman. In some regions of India, Hanuman is also seen sporting an iron whip akin to Shani.
Hanuman and negative energies.
Hanuman is worshipped also to get rid or win over demons, like Daitya, Danava, demigods, like Yakshur, Kinnara, Gandharvas, Naganijni, evil spirits, like Bhutam, Preta, Pishacha, Shula, Vitala, Brahmakshasa, and other powerful negative energies, like Dakini, Shakini, Kakini, Kamini, which find their mention in Hinduism.